It's the JT Cho Show!
I don't think 40 beers in an hour is
Not even Andre
Yeah, no.
drank 40 beers.
Yeah, there's just no way.
In an hour.
I don't believe.
Oh, really?
That's being able to pick up your first haircut.
Yeah.
You were just talking about the kid whose dad was like making the fade go higher.
Yeah. To look exactly like his.
Yeah. Which I remember when I so I had like a mullet up until I started like kindergarten.
Right.
And I wanted to get it cut because the kids that like lived on our street were calling me a girl.
Right.
And I was like, my mom and my dad, they were like, well, do you like your hair? I was like, yeah, but I don't want to get made fun of. And they were like, oh, okay. So they let me go in and get my hair cut, but I didn't get to pick it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to pick my first haircut till I was like 11.
So, my whole situation was my mom cut my hair all the way up until there was a point where I was just like, I can't keep living like this, going to school and getting fucking shit roasted.
Getting roasted for your bowl cut.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So one day I was just like, Mom, I don't want you to cut my hair anymore. And I think it was like middle school. But then since they're paying for it, it's always fucking lop it all off, shave it short. And all through high school, and then like they're like, why do you always have to? The only reason I grew my hair out is because the lady, I made her clean it up this time, and she tried to leave another fucking string across to like, and I was like, dude, I do not fucking floop it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I wanted to grow my hair out, but it was so fucking uneven, and I didn't want to take the chance with that lady to be like, can you even this out? And
Yeah.
her not even it out. So, and when she,
I'm gonna make an appointment for that other place next time I get my shit cut, because now I have to get a haircut every 3 weeks or something. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a fucking bum.
Yeah.
My mom did the same thing with cutting hair. It was when we got into. Because there's a very clear. If you look at all my yearbook pictures, there's a very clear point in time when I stopped getting my fucking haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see, it goes from like a really short, like shitty haircut because my mom did it, and that was like.
But your dad had long
I want to
hair.
say. Well, yeah, I want to say it was like 7th grade. Well, they were separated by that point,
right.
so it was like
Right,
if he was cutting my hair, it was whatever cut she knew how to fucking do.
Which is like one. They got a VHS.
She couldn't do a fade. She would do it was like a 5 on the top, and then like a 2 on the sides, and then she would go around and try to even the sides. But every now and then, like this fade would be up here, and this one would be down here.
Mm-hmm.
So like she'd fuck up every now and then, and it got to the point where I was like trying to go on dates. I couldn't have my hair looking like my mom cut it.
Yeah.
So I let it grow out, and I convinced my mom after a year. I convinced her to let me go to a salon.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it done in the salon, and then I went another year. So my freshman year, my hair got pretty long. My sophomore year, it got really fucking long. Like it grew down like past where I had it before.
Mm-hmm.
And then my junior year is when I like really started dating pretty heavy. And I, some random popular chick, she's still really hot now too. She told me I would look way better with dark hair. And so I was like, word. So I like twisted my mom's arm to let me go to that salon again and like get it dyed.
Like,
And she's like, you dye it yourself. We'll go get it cut though. And I was like, all right. And then it made sense because hair dye is like $60 in a fucking salon. It's ridiculous.
mm-hmm.
So I went and I got it cut, and the lady was like halfway through, and I got one of those ones where it was like kind of faded in the back, but like the top was super long and my hair always swooped down like that. And I was like, honestly, you just leave it like this. And she's like, I'm done. And I was like, yeah. She goes, all right. And like, I'm sure she thought it looked awful, but after I dyed it black, dude, I had like the perfect emo skinny jean boy haircut. And it was fucking badass. That's that one picture. I think I've showed you before.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. I got so much attention at school because I made my blue eyes pop. It was for like a week. I felt like a celebrity, and then it just went back to normal after that.
Right.
But yeah, I thought it was funny. I did not want my mom touching my hair.
That's
She did
kinda
my
like-
stepdad's hair too.
That's kind of like in the military when you go on leave for like 2 weeks and you come back and you got like a 2-week beard going on. And everyone's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude, sick
Like,
beard.
yo, it looks great, man. You're like, yeah, thanks. And
Like-
you have it lined up perfectly because
like-
it's like the only time you can do it.
Like when we were in Utah and like
You had a sick beard when we were in Utah.
Right.
It was a
Everyone's like,
nice, like,
everyone's like sick beard. I was like, thanks, man.
yeah, it was a dope one. My beard didn't grow in that fast back then. I think it was right around when I got out of the military and my beard started coming in like full.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I had like a real nice full beard. So even when I was in high school, I'd get like this little soul patch thing going, and then I'd get hairs underneath my chin.
I learned when you're starting fresh, you should always chop, like keep trimming it for like the first couple weeks,
Yeah,
and then let it go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you want to trim it as it goes too, so you don't get like split ends and
Right.
shit like that.
Right.
And I did not do that. I didn't touch my beard at all. I didn't even do underneath here when I was doing my beard. And I had one hair, dude, that was gnarly. It had like 10 splits. And like there was one main one, and they would just split off the back and curl.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking all those times that my beard fucking hurt when I was combing it out.
Those were the
that
ones.
motherfucker. Those are the ones that are getting all caught up.
Yeah.
And I took it out and I showed Travi, and it was just this big, thick, black beard hair with like 10 fucking spikes coming out of the side of it. I was like, look at this motherfucker. He's like, where'd you get that? I was like, fucking beard.
Yeah. I when I did my year, I eventually combed it with just a like a big picked one.
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah.
because like I was like, I'm tired of just going ow, you know.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you don't comb it, it's gonna keep happening.
It's good. It's just gonna get worse too.
Beard's
'Cause
great,
It's just like hair too.
Summer of the mustache, baby.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I could get a pretty gnarly stash going right now, and I think I'm gonna leave it like down.
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna have like a fucking. I watched Tombstone, dude, and I was like, man, all these motherfuckers got great mustaches.
My I think I'm gonna grow some nasty sideburns
Fuck yeah, dude.
and then stash it, and then this even shorter, and just have these like not like huge
Down to
ones,
the lobe.
but like down to the low, and just
I like that, dude.
Yeah.
The best spot for me was always right here, where I have this little like tuck thing right there. I would just go straight across right
Hey,
there.
we're talking about beards today, everybody.
Beard care and hair products.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was probably. Whose birthday is it?
Oh, it's on the other page.
Oh, other page. Happy birthday.
Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell. I saw that one on there, and I almost picked it, and then I scrolled down a little further, and I saw a legend. Man is no longer with us. Hails from Japan. Akira Toriyama,
Is that
the Dragon Ball Z guy.
damn?
He would have been 69 years old today. He died last year.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. But I figured since it's his birthday, and I'm a piece of shit, we might as well.
What the viewers don't know is I've had a long week of being a thespian.
Yeah, he's a
And-
raging thespian.
And last night I wanted to take advantage of my first night off that I was supposed to have doing there. So we got a little tipsy
Just
last
a tad.
night and played 3 rounds of golf until 3 o'clock in the
To
morning.
Dragon Ball Z.
You know how powerful Dragon Ball Z is?
It's the only reason I ever decided to watch any anime.
If you're ever in Mexico and you get kidnapped by the cartel, just say you disappoint Goku. And they're going to let you go. Because for some reason, the cartel love Dragon Ball Z.
They love One Piece too. Did you see the cartel dude? There was 2 different ones. So one of them was a Yakuza guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a tattoo of Tony Chopper on his leg.
I've seen him.
There's another dude, he was a Mexican cartel dude, and it was kind of the same situation. There was this YouTuber guy that was going around doing stuff, and this hard-looking motherfucker came up to him with like a shaved head, tattoos everywhere, and the guy was wearing a Luffy hat, and the guy goes, "One Piece!" And he goes, "Hey, yeah, One Piece!" And he fucking pulls up his leg, and on his ankle, he had Frankie, which I thought was hilarious, because Frankie's the American.
Yeah.
And he had Frankie doing his shit,
Super.
and then the American guy goes super, and then the Mexican dude said it too. It's so funny.
One Piece dropped today, by the way. First time in 6 months.
Yeah, it fucking did.
R.I.P. Well, he's not dead, but the voice actor for Luffy retired.
Yep.
And so that happened previously, but now the voice actor for Frankie retired.
Mhm.
So we're probably not going to get the
I did see a video of him training the new guy,
yeah.
and they were super and back and forth.
But yeah, someone on TikTok right after we watched the episode put a snippet of Frankie's voice.
Oh, the
talking
old
about
one versus the new one.
of just saying like not realizing that we'll never hear this masterpiece ever again. Like-
Super.
Or the one where he's drinking tea and he's like, good flavor. Everybody loves that one.
Yeah.
But One Piece is back.
Yeah, One Piece is fucking back. Better than ever. It wasn't a super heat episode, but I think tomorrow will be. I don't know if it's going to be like heat, but it's going to be storyline.
Oh, there's still one tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought today was going to be the only one.
There's
released
3
too.
episodes this weekend. That's what
Yeah,
Travis
you
said.
told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know the first one was supposed to be a recap, but then I didn't know there was also going to be a new episode and another new.
I learned that this or last night at like midnight California time. Travis texted me and he said, "By the way, it's 3 episodes tomorrow. We're getting recap and new episode, and then Sunday we're getting another new
So
episode."
probably same time, Sunday.
I would imagine around noonish.
Yeah.
It was like noon 30, I think, when we actually watched it. Noon 45.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I'll have to read reports if Crunchyroll is down. Because, like...
We didn't have any issues.
Well, I'm saying, like, it might have been uploaded at 12:15 like it was supposed to be.
Oh, maybe.
But because
and it
so
just
many-
wasn't coming up.
Yeah, because it was so bad that...
Either way, I got to watch it before Travis.
It wasn't loading on my phone. And then when I went to do it on the computer, it made me log back in. So I think Crunchyroll was just like,
Having issues.
hey, motherfuckers, everyone will eat.
Simmer down, simmer down.
Everyone will eat.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, that's funny. It was a good episode. It was nice. They didn't show Luffy until like the fucking tail end of it, and then there was a little cut scene after the late opening scene.
If we get like a big screen, we can hook it up on a golf Saturday, and then as we're golfing between shots, we can just watch the episode of anime.
Yeah. It's too bad I don't have that tablet anymore. That'd be
Yeah.
perfect. Just download it on there. I guess technically we could download it on your Switch and bring the Switch out.
Connected to the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
We probably could do that. It'd be tough to read subtitles, but
Yeah.
if we needed to. If not, we could always just watch it after we're done golfing.
Yeah,
I'm okay watching it like an hour later or whatever.
true.
Did you want to try to golf tomorrow?
If it's nice.
It should be towards like afternoon.
Yeah, if it's nice.
Yeah, maybe Cascades again with the pass.
Yeah, if they got openings.
Yeah,
Yeah, after 2, yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's when the weather's gonna be nice, anyways.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad One Piece is back.
Same.
It's cool. It's I'm finally like part of it,
Mhm.
and it kind of sucked because I caught all the way up, and then there was a filler episode, and then there was last episode,
Yeah.
and then 6 months, and I got to watch a filler episode, or no, there's 3. Say filler episode, and then I got to watch a real episode with Travi, and then I came home from California and watched one real one with you sitting on the couch,
Yeah.
and you were like, "This is really weird watching this with
It
you."
was. It was like,
And then there was
I
like
thought you were cheating.
nothing.
I thought you were just like, I'm good.
I did 3 years.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it was just weird. Like, finally.
3 years for 1,100 episodes.
Yeah,
dude.
dude, Whole Cake's kind of sick, dude. Yeah, it is.
It is sick.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And you get to the next arc, and you're like, this is way.
I don't want to see, and that's the thing too, because if like Cody ever talks to me about it, like I don't want to hear nothing if Luffy's not Gear 5.
Right, but
Like that's like I don't want to hear nothing unless you're seeing
Like,
if
you're
you're
like-
seeing Toon Force Luffy.
like Water 7's a great fucking arc.
Yeah, I mean, so is the first arc when he's collecting all his homies.
Arlong Park.
Yeah, when he's collecting all his boys,
Yeah.
and like up until they finally get Robin, it's like it's all great.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's not, I'm not saying it's bad, but like arc wise, like you're like, when you're
I'd
watching
much
it, you're
rather
like,
watch Wano than
right, but
anything before it, and I'd much rather watch Egghead than Wano.
right.
Yeah.
So like the thing is like, it's not like, that filler arc was bullshit.
Yeah.
It just keeps building better. And then
I do want to rewatch Skypia because I guess there was there was a lot of like foreshadowing that obviously nobody caught because a lot of people hated on Skypia because they were like, "Oh, this is all stupid. It doesn't mean anything to the story," and now it does, and everyone's like, "Oh,
and that guy's still chilling.
yeah, still chilling." I want to see that. I've seen a bunch of things about Thor's or whatever the fuck the guy's name is. There's supposed to be some dude.
Oh, we're getting into super spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's it. It's not like I'm sure you've seen it because you've been in the One Piece verse for like a minute.
I've seen too much.
Yeah, so I don't know a whole lot, but I guess there's supposed to be some dude named Thor's that's like the son of some king, and he supposedly thinks he has like the Nika fruit or something equivalent to it, or something like that. I don't know. That's all I know. But I've seen some drawings of him, and he looks kind of sick.
You know more than you should, but you're not off entirely, but you're just beaten down the right path.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not trying to like get there before I get there. You
No.
know, it's just I'm just letting you know what I heard
I've heard people
via TikTok over the last 6 months.
Yes,
And like, it's hard to scroll past it.
it's hard.
Like, I don't want the
especially
manga
when,
spoilers, but
especially
like,
when you're in zombie mode and you're like,
yeah, dude, it's like you're like getting ready to fall asleep, and it's like One Piece Luffy has to go up against this guy, and he thinks he has the fruit, and
Well,
it's like, what?
the one video that I saw is that they're like, hey, if you didn't catch this part that Shank said during Wano, then you weren't paying attention. And then they explained what that meant.
Yeah,
And I'm like, if you got that without that happening and then now it's happening, you're a fucking genius.
yeah.
But now that you explain it to me in
Mhm.
layman's terms, I feel like I should have caught that and need to pay more attention to every single fucking conversation.
Every single one.
But this lab,
Because Skypiea, low key, it felt like a fucking like a filler arc.
yeah,
Like that's what it felt like when you watched it. Because like it was cool to watch and it was cool to learn about. The fucking city in the skies or whatever. Like that's sick.
yeah.
But like nobody knows they exist. Roger went there once.
And what an arc to not only do something cool that Red Hair Shanks did,
hmm
because he got slammed to the bar and Zoro was like, "Hey Bellamy, I'll cut your fucking head off."
hmm
And Luffy's like, "We're good, man." And then everyone's like, "We beat the fuck out of those guys." And then he's like, "Nah, I just didn't fight you." And he went back and whopped his ass.
Yep.
And then that one guy who everyone beat the shit out of, he was like, "I was right. My fucking ancestor wasn't a fucking liar." And then when he rang that bell, I was like,
My daddy did catch that fish.
"Yeah,
you
my brother did drink 40 beers in 1 hour."
ever seen that? Reminds me. Have you ever seen that movie, Big Fish? I think is what it's called. It's got some actor in it that's like really well known, and I cannot remember his fucking name. But it's about this guy. His dad always tells him stories about like this crazy life that he had. How he met like this giant while he was train hopping, and there was some city in the middle of nowhere that like doesn't exist on maps, but if you get lost, you can find it.
Mhm.
And there was this big fucking fish that he caught when he was younger, but it like barely got away. But it was like the size of the fucking pool table. Like he tells him all these crazy stories, and then the kid ends up going to like one of the places that his dad told him about, and like some of the story checked out, and so he like kept going to more of these places, and he eventually finds the town, and it's like kind of ran down, and there's like one dude living in it, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck is this place?" And he's like, "Oh, this is the small town of something something. You'll never find it on a map though." And the guy's like, "You ever heard of a guy, this guy?" And he like named his dad, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Tell him I said hello." And he's like, "Oh, well, he's not feeling too hot right now. He's dying." And he's like, "Well, tell him I said hello. He really done us good." And then he moves on, and as he's like leaving the fucking town, he runs into the giant. And he's like, "Who the fuck are you? Is this your name?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, that's my name." And he's like, "This is my dad." And he goes, "Oh, that guy's the best." And then he comes home, and his dad dies, and his dad's like, "Take me to the water." So he like, I think he puts him in like to his pool or something. And then his like dad turns into the big fish,
Hilarious.
and like that's the end of the movie. But it's like it's kind of cool because like you hear stories from your parents all the time, and you're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Uphill both ways.
Yeah.
No way. And like it was a cool movie. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that,
Yeah.
the One Piece shit.
Like Brad stealing liquor bottles.
Yeah,
It's wildin'. That's wildin'.
you know what bartender told me, Brad? He's like, "You mean Shirley?" He knew exactly who it was.
That's
He was like, "That was my best man at my wedding." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Didn't even know that. I don't even know his name now.
I don't know his name now. I think her name was like Paula or something. Or
That's weird because, like, I mean, like, most of your friends our age, like, will continue to be in that kid's life to where they're like,
yeah, I can't imagine my kid not knowing who you are.
exactly.
Like, I can't, like, there's no way that in 30 years from now, my kid's like,
Who the fuck is
"Who's
this
the
guy?
fuck's Uncle Jake?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck, you don't know Taylor?" Like, that'd be so crazy to me.
As soon as he's born, I just never come around.
You just, dude. You motherfucker.
And then he's like, dude, I used to be. He's like 8. You're like, man, I used to kick it with this dude named Taylor. And then like one day he runs into me, and I'm just like, that's all lies. I don't even know who he is, dude. I never even served.
I'm gonna have to leave Christy to hang out with me more.
LOL.
Oh, that was a good one.
It was.
I saw something the other day. It was about I never saw the episode. It was Acolyte, and there's a scene where the evil bitch's lightsaber starts turning blue because she's like following more of the good path.
The charade. Anyways, keep going.
Her lightsaber, like it's just a picture of her looking at it, and it's like it's red up here, but then like halfway through, it's like turning blue, and I'm like, that's not a fucking thing. And then I read some of the comments, and it was like, oh yeah, leave it to the Acolyte to make it seem like Anakin Skywalker wasn't completely on the dark side when he killed those fucking younglings.
Yeah.
Like he was 100% good guy. I hadn't started changing yet.
His blue lightsaber was still blue.
Yeah, his blue lightsaber was solid.
It's a mood lightsaber.
Yeah. And then there's the guys in the comments that were like, oh, well, it was Anakin's lightsaber and it was taken from Anakin. So that's why he had to build his new red lightsaber, and Anakin was still good. Darth was the bad guy. It's like, no, fuck you. They're the same guy. That's like the guy that told him they got the question wrong when it was like, who's Luke Skywalker's dad? And he's like, Anakin Skywalker. And he goes, and the other lady goes, Darth Vader. And he goes, correct.
That's like the first time Primetime calls himself Primetime. They're like, that's not your real name. And then he balls out. And then eventually, that's Primetime. Like, yeah, you're now Darth Vader.
Yeah.
No, that's still Anakin, dude.
I'm Crazy Leg Larry. They're like, no, you're not. And then you do some weird shit with your legs. And they're like, holy shit, it's Crazy Leg Larry.
You fuck one pig.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was my dad's fucking joke he told me when I was younger. I'm sure he didn't come up with it, but it was the like you could build 1,000 bridges.
Yeah.
They'll call you a bridge builder, but you suck one dick.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, yeah.
He tells it in German.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good one. You know what's funny? Indiana Jones, the newer one. Not new. It came out like 12, 13 years ago or whatever. Mm-hmm. The one they made with Harrison Ford. And South Park. Well, yeah, but South Park did an episode on it. It was like, you murdered him.
Oh, yeah.
That one that came out.
That one's like older. That one's like...
Is it 20 years old?
Might be 16 years old.
That's what it's somewhere around there. I guess 14, but...
Yeah.
There's a line in that movie that my dad used to tell me all the time. And, They were talking to Harrison Ford, and they were like, yo, aren't you getting a little old for this? And he goes, you're only as old as the one you feel. And then he walks off, and I was like, yo. And my dad's like, motherfucker stole my joke, and he didn't even finish it. Because the joke is, you're only as old as the one you feel, and tonight I could be 22.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, like that's the line. But Harrison Ford yanked his joke.
It's season 12, episode 8, and let's see when it was released. October 8th, 2008.
Ew, dude. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So I would have been like a freshman when the movie came out.
Wait, hold on. That's the China problem.
Just look up the Indiana Jones movies.
I did. Indy. Let me go back.
Indiana Jones catalog or something.
Indiana Jones episode was...
No. Just look up the Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, like the movie that got released?
Yeah, because that'll give us the year. Because South Park's up to date on everything. It'd probably be easier to find the movie out of like 8 movies than the episode out of 1,000 episodes.
Who's the guy who's the 2 directors? George Lucas.
Mm.
And who's the other guy?
I don't know.
It is the... How is it the... No, that's the wrong one.
It's the one where it was not you murdered him, it was you raped him. It was the rape episode.
Oh, you mean the movies?
Of South Park. It was the rape episode of South Park, and they were like, oh, you raped my fucking hero.
Yeah.
Was that like that wasn't the Me Too episode that they did?
No, it's hard to find.
Oh my god.
It's too hard to find.
Jamie?
Dude, Jamie would find it so fast. I just can't find it. Episode 5, season 4, Super Best Friends. No. This break is brought to you by.
2008.
Oh yeah, it
That's-
was
yeah.
October 8th, 2008. I
Yeah,
was.
that's when the
But
I just looked up Indiana Jones movies. It came up right there.
yes. So but the episode that's why it threw me off. It's called the China the China Problem.
Oh, the China proverb.
That's literally the name of the
I
title.
love it.
I'm reading that off of the Wikipedia page.
I'm saying it because I like it.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, and that phrase is right there on Wikipedia too.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that was the funniest joke. My dad was so mad that he didn't finish it because he was
Yeah.
like, "You're only as old as the one you feel," and my dad's like, "You got to say the punchline. That's the setup."
Right.
Yeah, he always had all those stupid lines. When I was a kid, whenever anyone would ask me why I was so good looking, my dad made me say genetics, and I said that up until I realized what it meant, and I was like, "Fuck you, Dad." Right? Because he'd always be standing behind me with his arms out. And I thought he was doing that because I was being hilarious. I was being hilarious, but not for the reasons I wanted to be funny.
He set you up.
He did. Which just gives me lines to tell my kid when he comes around.
Man, I left my phone again.
You idiot.
So this coming up weekend, Masters weekend,
Masters fucking weekend.
saw a really cool picture, and it was what $30 can buy you.
Oh, yeah.
At
And it
the
was a
Masters.
fucking platter, dude.
So sandwiches, $1.50 for pimento cheese and egg salad sandwiches, like separately, like egg salad, pimento cheese.
I think the
which-
pork one's like, what, $3?
chicken salad on honey wheat is $3, Masters Club is $3, and ham and cheese on rye is
Oh, they're not
$3.
doing the pulled pork this year.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Snacks, muffins $2, bananas $1.25, chips, chocolate chunk cookies, and oatmeal raisin cookies are
How many booms does the
$1.50.
chocolate chunk get?
Man, the George Peach ice cream sandwich is $3.
That's supposed to be better than the peach thing from
Georgia Peach
Chick-fil-A.
caramel popcorn is $2, and candy is $1.50. Advil is 75 cents. So you got a headache from all that beer you're drinking.
For all
Then
those azalea drinks.
bottled water is $2.
It's not bad.
Bottled cola is $2.
That's weird. It's
Oh,
weird it's
shit.
the same price as the water.
Everything is $2 for bottled drinks. Freshly
That's-
brewed coffee through sports, lemonade, lemon lime, iced tea.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's wild.
Everything's $2.
I don't know how much a beer is, but that's not-
Beer's probably $4. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
minimum's $4.
Yeah, but it could be, yeah, could be
Yeah.
3, could be 4. And then they had on the Pat McAfee show, I think it's Coastal Carolina, having free concessions.
I have that written down.
Yeah,
Free whatever you want. You can get 4 at a time going up to the place.
yeah,
It's fucking sick.
like
What a good way to sell tickets.
yeah,
That's badass.
like, and the thing is, like,
Fill those fucking seats up with
you're
people,
gonna
dude.
if you got 100% right, you're gonna get 50% who just get enough food to hey hot dog, popcorn, couple of drinks.
If I'm a broke college student,
Oh yeah, I'm eating.
and you,
my
because I
fill.
mean, most student sections, most of them at like those little schools, you get in real cheap.
Yo, I'm hustling. Yo, you get in for free at Central.
That's what I'm saying. So like the smaller schools, you get in like next to nothing. If you are paying, it's like $5.
Even Michigan, it's
I'm going as early as I can whenever concessions open
Michigan student packages are like 100 and it's like something dollars.
for like the year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that's it.
that's what I'm saying. So like, let's just say Coastal. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's $5 to get in.
No, it's probably free.
Well, it's just at the most.
Yeah.
Like let's just say it's $5. Like if you don't have the season pass or anything, you just go up and buy a ticket as a student.
Yeah,
$5. You get in there as soon as the concessions open. You get yourself a fucking soda, a couple hot dogs, and a popcorn. Then you go sit in your seat and you hang out. Maybe head outside, go to one of your buddies' tailgates, go back inside for fucking your next meal before the game starts.
yeah.
Then you get to sit there and watch the game. Maybe get one more meal before fourth quarter.
Oh,
You can feed yourself for like 5-6 hours.
I'm
Like
hustling popcorn.
that'd be good for the day.
I'm
oh
bringing,
yeah,
I'm.
I might bring my own bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like,
You bring in like a Walmart plastic bag. You're just like, fill me up, brother.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd have it at my seat, and then I just
Yeah.
keep going back, especially for blowouts.
And as you walk home, you grab a couple of dogs for the road, maybe a chicken sando,
Yeah,
stuff them in your jacket pocket, and then you got food for later.
I just like that. How much is that? It's free.
Eat free on Saturdays at Coastal Carolina.
That'd
That's
be
a
That'd be a cool road trip.
That would be fun. We would go all the way up there for a shitty hot dog.
Yeah.
That'd be.
Get everything on the menu.
We drove 862 miles
just to have
for a coastal Carolina hot dog.
Yes.
That'd be a funny YouTube video.
It would be.
Yeah. I don't think we got the time to do it though.
I do.
You might. I saw on TikTok. What's the Open that's going on? It's like the Texas Valero Open or whatever the fuck it is.
For golf right now?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's like the Texas Open or something like that. Anyways, Tony Finau got an ace on 18 to make the cut.
I saw that.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
How wild.
It's like the opposite of what happened like about a month ago, where the amateur needed to make a birdie putt to get his pro card.
Yep.
And he missed it by like 2 inches.
If that.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck, dude.
Yeah. Like by on the cup.
You're that much not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get a pro card.
Yeah, that's gotta suck. That'd be the greatest feeling. Not only the hole in one. You know, Bryson DeChambeau only has one hole in one, and it was at the Masters. Like his whole life.
Yeah.
Like even like as a kid, high school, college, his whole life, he's never gotten a hole in one other than the one at the Masters. That's crazy, and it's on video. That's the coolest part about it. I saw on TikTok they had what's his name? Jim Carrey versus Adam Sandler for the funniest comedic actor of all time. And that was the final round.
That's tough.
I think it goes to Sandler just based on longevity.
I think
it's like the difference between like Bo Jackson and I don't know, like Walter Payton.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe Walter Payton's probably not. Emmitt Smith, let's say. It's like Bo Jackson versus Emmitt Smith. It's like, yeah, Bo Jackson might have been more talented, but Emmitt did it for 20 fucking years.
Right.
Like Jim's he's just out of the game. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't really do anything other than those Sonic movies.
Right.
So like, and then Adam, obviously, he's still putting out fucking heater after heater.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? Because not all of his movies are good. Some of them are, yeah, definitely. Like the Mr. Popper's Penguins is not good.
23 is weird.
23. What's the Adam Sandler one? The Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill is probably one of the worst.
I think that's the worst Adam Sandler movie of all
It's weird that
time.
Click got a lot of bad reviews, but I kind of like it.
I fucking cried at the end of Click.
Me too.
As a teenager with my homies watching the movie.
Did.
And I was so mad because as soon as he goes down and he says his line, his like, oh, family's more important or whatever, had a tear coming down, and then he flashed awake and everybody can see everybody, and I was like, like I was like pretending not to be a bitch.
Yeah. Like when I was 15, I saw the movie Jack with Robin Williams.
Yep.
And he fucking graduates high school and he's an old man. And he's like, I'm going to college. I was like, he's gonna die. And I was fucking crying.
He's not gonna make it.
Yeah. Going back to golf, I have check marks for rules I know you would agree with, and X's for rules that you won't agree with. For the unwritten rules,
Don't tell me if you think I'll agree with it or not.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna have it written down. You tell me.
Yeah, I'll tell you if I agree with it.
Yeah. So
this will be the cut stumper, but it'll be a reverse cut stumper. And I'm not gonna say the one I think you thought. I'm gonna say the one that I agree with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1, breakfast ball. We're not pros. We don't warm up hours before playing. We get one mulligan on the first tee shot of the day.
I agree with that, but I think you get one for the round.
All right. Yep. I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Except,
like, if you want to use it on the first tee box, you can.
Yes. Except, if I'm like 4 under, there's no way I'm taking one.
Oh yeah. That's the
different.
caveat.
Yeah. Yes. Number 2. Free drops. If your ball clearly didn't go out of bounds, but you can't find it, a free drop is taken in the area you think it landed.
PGA drop.
Yes.
Yep.
Number 3, putts for double or worse are good inside 10 feet. Speak for itself. No need to make round any worse than it already is.
You got to put that thing in.
You got to put it from 4 feet, bitch.
Don't get me wrong. If I have a triple bogey putt for like a foot,
yeah,
I'm gonna pick that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Yeah, you're pissed.
I'm not putting
your
that
round's
in.
over.
But I'm not. Yeah, my round's over anyways.
Yeah.
But if I'm like -6 on the day, and it's a triple bogey putt on 17, I'm putting that motherfucker in.
Yeah.
And going to the next hole because I'm still under par.
Exactly.
Like if I'm having a career day and that's my one blow up hole,
Yeah.
I'm putting that motherfucker in.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 feet, that's fucking insane.
Don't talk when I'm hitting. Nobody wants to hear you yapping about your round last week, let alone when I'm trying to concentrate.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, shut the fuck up when someone's about to swing.
Tee off in any order. Honor on the tee. If you're ready, just go. Nothing worse than having a stinker hole than having the go last because of how bad you was.
Unless homeboy gets like an eagle or a bird or something like that. Like if it's like a notable honor,
Yeah.
like let's say like if you got a fucking hole in one
Mm-hmm.
and the next one's a par 5, I'm like, let's go, holer.
Yeah.
Like I'm calling you up.
Yeah.
like-
Because I mean,
But if you hit that shot, you got to be ready to go.
but also like
Don't be taking phone calls after your ace.
But also, like, I think it kind of refers to, like, also the rule where, like, if you and your homies pull up on a hole, one's taking a piss, but he got a...
Yeah. If that's the case, it's fine. But
Yeah.
the only way I'm not hitting in front of you, like let's say if you
if
got
it's a notable...
if you have honors, the only way I'm not hitting in front of you is if you hole in one or eagle.
Yeah, okay.
That's the only way.
And,
Like I'll wait till you take your piss because that's just kind of like a. Because even in the PGA, it's not like a real rule. It's just kind of like an unwritten rule of the PGA. Like whoever won the last hole goes first.
yeah.
And like, there's been dudes that have, bitched about the rule before. I mean, like, no, I want him to go,
Mm-hmm.
and they just go because it's like
Fuck it.
it's not a real fucking rule.
Right.
But yeah, those are the only two ways.
And then, fellas, pants come down if you don't hit it past the ladies' tees. You should feel embarrassed. It's free motivation to work harder on your game.
Okay. Agree.
But with a 2-2?
But with a 2-2, also, I don't like some of the rules. Because the dudes in New Jersey, they do the 2-2 thing. And the rule is you have to play the rest of the round with a 2-2
No, it's until you
Until-
go par.
until you beat someone else at a hole.
Oh, yeah, then that's fair, too.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that as long as I'm not the worst golfer in the group.
Yeah.
Like, if I am, like, no disrespect,
yeah.
but if we're out with our homeboy
Yeah.
and he duffs it to right up behind the women's tees,
Mm-hmm.
and we throw a 2-2 on the motherfucker, he might not take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm golfing with Tiger and Rory,
I'm not taking it
we're,
off.
we're not playing that rule.
No.
I'm not putting on a fucking 2-2 Tiger.
No.
Fuck you. Like I'm not doing that. Also, why did I just duff my drive in front of Tiger? But yeah, if I'm
You don't take that.
if I'm by far if I'm a true 15-16 handicap and I'm playing with a couple of scratch golfers,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even bringing the 2-2. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'll call myself a bitch, but especially if I duff off the first tee. You want me to wear a 2-2 for fucking 18 holes, dog?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna if I'm golfing with like Grant Horvath and Phil Mickelson, like
Especially,
I'm not taking that bitch off.
Like, what if you just power through to got a par, and then like they got pars, but then the next hole you hit a birdie, like
And they get birdies.
oh yeah, you can't take it off. Well, shit, I just hit a birdie.
Yeah, fuck you.
Power of the birdie,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I like the 2-2. I'm not a fan of the pants around the ankles, just because it's like you can't do that at like nice courses. You can do it at like Hickory. Or
My favorite memory with the 2-2 is there's like a similar softball rule,
Mm-hmm.
and the fire department followed it, and so their pitcher had to wear a 2-2. They like fucked up batting, and he was.
He probably struck out.
No, I fucking yanked a fucking game winner off him.
Oh,
Just
nice,
fucking yanked
nice.
it. Yanked it across the yard, dude. And I was just like, it's so fun because he was just talking shit in a 2-2 and like then making jokes like, oh, I'm only wearing a 2-2. And I was just like, I hate this motherfucker so much. And then just bink hitting fucking drunk man softball off
Yeah.
some fucking 45-year-old fucking staff sergeant for the fire department. Just be like, oh, fuck you, man.
That's funny. I think I could still play softball. I wouldn't be able to play like my normal position in
playing
the
catcher.
outfield. I'd be like
Catcher
you'd
first.
have to play first base since you're. Are you a lefty tosser? You throw lefty?
Throw right.
Oh, you fuck! You still have to play first.
Yeah, I'm great at first. When I got to move to first for for our softball league. Fucking Prather loved it. It was great. He's like, you gotta get me in the infield with you, dude. I see you snagging those ones out of the dirt. He's like, mine would never be in the dirt. And I was like, Prather, you're the funniest motherfucker in the world. Hey, yeah, shout out to Austin Duncan doing 100 pull-ups a day.
Yeah, dude, I'm liking all your TikToks
For men's
and
health.
yeah, for men's mental health. I guess it's men's mental health awareness month. I didn't know that was this month.
I mean, I know it's a month, and I thought he was gonna do it for a month, and now it's for a year. So I mean, more power to you.
Oh yeah, he's doing it for a year, but it's this month is the month for mental health awareness for dudes.
Mhm.
He busts him out too. He's always been like a scrawny guy though. He was always able to jump really high, and he was always able to do a bunch of pull-ups.
Mhm.
He wasn't like the quickest dude in the world, like as far as like sprints were concerned. Decent volleyball player. I'd say I'd put him like maybe one rank underneath me. Good guy. Overall good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin Duncan. Shout out to you for doing all those fucking pull-ups.
Yeah, dude. Keep at it. Oh, by the way, I mean, unless you take with the little stipulation order, with the TNA order, I matched. Which means I agree.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So you nailed them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, I know we're going to agree on all these.
Yeah. There's
We'll throw these pictures up too when I edit it together.
Yeah. The going up to the tee box in any order, because like we do it all the time. Obviously, like if we're both on the tee box and you clearly beat me last hole, I'm gonna let you fucking go. And
Yeah.
I believe you do the same with me too. The
Yeah.
rare times that I do beat you on a hole. But if you hit a par and I hit a triple bogey and you're taking a piss on the tree, I'm just gonna tee it.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna wait till you're done pissing to hit my shot so you can help me find my fucking ball. But
Mhm.
like
As
just
I'm
gonna
walking
tee
up here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tee up and be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause if you're gonna suck, you gotta suck fast.
Yes.
That's just the rule. I saw Dandadan. The first 3 episodes of the next season are going to be in theaters in May.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a Demon Slayer thing, but it's going to be there's not going to be like the previous episode we already saw. It's going to be like the season opener and 2 more episodes.
Star Wars Episode 3 comes out in theaters this year in like 3 weeks.
Isn't that close? Yeah, I was going to say
It's like end of April.
we should watch that.
If we go see it at the Regal Theater, they have the special Darth Vader cups, like the helmet cups. It's a Regal Theater. I'll have to show you. We'll pull it up.
Those cups are probably $20 a piece.
Gonna get one.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't say I wasn't.
Star Wars Episode 3. It returns to theaters, and then I know there's a. Oh, it's the bucket too. That's what it is.
Oh, it's popcorn bucket?
That's a dope ass fucking bucket.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn, dude, I'm gonna have to get that bucket. So, oh, Revenge of the Sith back on the big screen for its 20th anniversary, starting on April 25th. Get
Ooh.
tickets on the 14th.
Okay. On the
So-
14th, I'll cop us some tickets.
And
Where do we want to watch it?
At the Regal Theater in Lansing.
In Lansing? Okay.
And so that means Friday, April 25th, we could go see Star Wars Episode 3.
I'll be down. I should be off at 3, so we get like a 5 o'clock showtime.
Yeah. 5, 6.
Yeah.
Or even if we wanted to get like a 8. And as soon as you're done with work, just drive up there and get dinner somewhere.
That'd be fun. Somewhere nice.
Yeah. Get a meal in Lansing.
Yeah, like not like Chipotle or something, but like somewhere decent.
Like sit down, have a beer.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
hmm
Hopefully I'll have my ID by then.
Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Stupid.
It's hilarious.
Couldn't find it.
Goddamn.
I might just go in and be like, hey, this is my address. Send it here. And that way it'll be here in the next month.
hmm
And just hope.
They'd probably come in faster.
Probably.
Yeah. It's wild.
I'll go in on Thursday and do it.
Yeah.
I'm off Thursday anyways. Chris has a baby appointment.
Not off Thursday.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm busy anyways.
Hilarious. Also coming out this year, June 5th, the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
So some of the shits that I wrote down.
Which I will still be here. I'll be here till the end of June.
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy one, like
Fuck yeah.
day one.
I can't afford it right now, but
That side hustle that I showed you that
Yeah.
paid out, that's going directly to that,
that's sick.
and then the trade-in.
Actually, you know what? How much is it going to be brand new?
There's two prices. There's $550. Oh no, sorry. There's $450 for the Switch, and there's the $500 which comes with Mario Kart World.
So it's $500.
So it's $500. So
Okay, so I might be able to buy it. I'm currently selling my chop saw. Because I don't know anyone that's going to need it. I know Pepper already has one. Earl probably already has one. You already have one. Like, there's no point in me keeping it
yeah,
or giving it to someone as a gift. It's worth $500. I have it on Facebook Marketplace right now for $350. Say I get $300 for it.
hmm
I get $100 trade-in value for my Switch,
yeah.
and then it's $100.
yes,
I could afford $100 for a Switch,
yeah, and then
especially if I'm not buying any games with it yet.
well, here's the thing. Probably gonna want to get live just for the first year.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. So that's
That'll
another
come
30,
with-
$40 maybe.
GameCube, which comes with Wind Waker, and it's Wind Waker's
Oh, I
updated
need-
to a little bit more graphics, and you can customize. Okay, so some of the things that we're on, you can customize the buttons per game, so you can switch the button layout of the buttons on it to make it more comfortable for you playing. So if you're
Wow.
playing Wind Waker, yeah, you can get a GameCube controller, or you can literally switch up the buttons however you'd like it to make more sense. So just like with a smart controller,
Yeah.
but right through the game. Game share, if I buy a game like Uno or something and you bring yours or any game, I can just throw it to you. So if you bought the Pokemon game and I went out to visit, we could each play our own separate Pokemon game
That's fucking sick.
using game share. Fucking wild. Casual cart mode is what I'm excited for, that between racetracks. So you finish the race and everybody drives to the next racetrack together, which I think has something to do with positioning for where you
cool.
start for the next race. I don't know what it does, but everybody,
That's cool.
they say that it does matter. So when everybody finishes the race, you drive to the next checkpoint together. But also you can do casual.
So,
pre-
like, if I beat you by like a lap, I just sit there and wait.
I don't know,
Okay,
but
we'll have to see.
but I saw everybody driving in a big group to the next. So I imagine once the last,
And you can like
and you just drive
get
to
ahead
where-
of people and shit.
and I'm assuming it has, because they said it does matter to positioning. So it might be like if you get to the next checkpoint first, you're starting at the front. That's my
Interesting.
assumption.
That doesn't mean anything though.
No.
It's actually, I'd rather not start up front because your first item you're gonna get is gonna be like a fucking Billy Bullet or whatever.
Yeah. And then you can do casual mode where you just free roam. You can just drive, hit jumps, find hidden areas. You can grind and wall ride.
Okay,
They have like a cow as a character, which is hilarious.
interesting.
There's a
What a career journey for the cow. Used to be an obstacle on Mario Circuit.
and
Finally made his way onto the
and
circuit.
there's a dolphin, and the dolphin rides it like the dolphin's like this
Okay.
on the motorcycle. Like he's not
Please tell me Kumario's in there.
Tanuki Mario. Nobody. I mean, I haven't seen like the full character list. If there's a cow in there,
He's
I
gotta
think
be.
He's got to be.
Yeah, if they're giving a dolphin the fucking. If there's a dolphin driving the Dolphin Dasher, there's got to be.
The one thing
Tanuki Mario up
the
in
one the one thing I liked is they showed the quality of the game cast. So like you can view everybody who's playing with you screen, and when you finish your race, you can tab down to their screen and make it full screen to see where they're at. So if you hit
It's like fucking Discord.
yeah, so if you hit like a secret area, you can just be like, "Yo,
Yo, peep my stream.
screen." Yeah,
That's crazy.
and then the quality's a little lower, but
We might have to stream
yeah,
Nintendo.
yeah, and then their mic has a built-in
What GameCube games are going to be on?
dude, like Wind Waker, Pikmin, like day one releases. They're remastering Skyward Sword for it, and they're gonna release that later for a game you can buy.
I'm actually stoked. Wind Waker is one of my favorites. I think Wind Waker is like top 4 for me.
Yeah, Wind Waker is fantastic, and that one's gonna have higher resolution than
Because
this
for
one.
me, it's like it's Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, and then I think Wind Waker. Twilight Princess is in there too. Maybe Twilight Princess before Wind Waker.
Yeah, I mean, like for play wise, it's probably like For me, it's probably Wind Waker, A Link to the Past, Skyward
A
Sword.
Link to the Past. I forgot about that one too.
Just because like that was my original like that's what got me hooked on phonics. because
Skyward Sword is solid too.
I beat seasonals and I said that game was fucking hard and I
Yeah.
didn't like it that much. And then I was like, oh, Link to the Past for the Game Boy Advance. Fucking
Ocarina
crushed
is
it.
always going to be my favorite though,
Oh,
just
that-
because that was the first one I ever played.
Yeah.
I played Ocarina and then I played Majora.
I played this before I played Ocarina because then I got the GameCube and bought Ocarina and Majora's Mask on GameCube.
Oh, like the remade ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were cool. I liked when they did the Mario 64 when they remastered it for the handheld one. Not the Switch, the one before the DS.
Yeah.
Nintendo DS. My brother had a DS and I played it on there once and I was like, dude, this is way cooler.
It was funny.
Yoshi was a playable character finally.
Oh,
Because that was the fucked up thing. I didn't end up doing it until I was an adult.
Hmm.
But once you collect all the stars, there's one hidden star you have to get
mhm.
that they didn't like publish in any of the magazines they put out, but obviously it's on the internet now. So in the 90s I had no fucking idea. I got all like 115 stars you're supposed to get, and there's like an extra star. Once you get that extra star, the cannon that's outside of the castle opens up,
Mhm.
and you can jump in the cannon, and you can launch yourself on top of Peach's castle, and Yoshi's up there waiting for you, in like the original 64 game.
Mm.
And you talk to him for a little bit, and he's like, "Man, we've been on so many adventures. I hope we go on a bunch more." And you're like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "All right, man. See you later." And he gives you 999 lives and just leaves.
That's it.
That's it. I was mad when I first found that out. It was after I got out of the military and Trevi had our original 64. And I was like, yo, found this thing out. We never did it. And I plugged it into the big screen. We got like the HDMI converter for it and everything.
Yeah.
Got the last star, did the cannon thing. And me and Trevi was like, dude, are we going to be able to play as Yoshi now? I was like, I fucking hope so. It's crazy. I waited 25 years for this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did it, and he just gave us a bunch of lives. I was like, how stupid of a reward to give you all those fucking lives before you need it.
Yeah. Like you don't need them anymore.
Like, yeah, like you're done. You don't need, there's literally nothing left in the game to do. Here's
Except
infinity
for
lives.
speed runs and breaking records.
Who gives a fuck?
The people who do it.
I don't know. That's not why I ever played the game. You're just breaking the game. You're backwards sliding up the stairs and
Yeah.
getting Bowser.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I hate those. Don't get me wrong, they're cool, and I fuck heavy with Mario Kart speedruns. But like those games, like my childhood games, like why would you speedrun Pokemon Snap?
Yeah.
Like that's not the point.
One of the I used to get the time trials for Crash Bandicoot racing.
Oh yeah, those are the racing games. I love the time trials. I
And-
love the speedruns for those.
and for regular Crash Bandicoot.
Even when you break the game and you like Mario 64, how there was a way on the Yoshi Island to break through the barrier of the game, spin around the track, and you just literally had to drift in a circle, and you would be done. 3 loops, you're done.
Yeah.
Like you'd have I think it was like a 15-second finish time.
Yeah.
Like before the homies are getting to their first turn, you're already done with the race.
Crash had all box mode and a time trial mode.
You talk about Crash Team Racing.
No, the regular Crash.
Oh, okay.
Like Crash Bandicoot, there's like 100 boxes in the
I
level.
haven't had a Zen in this whole episode.
There's like 100 boxes to crush in the whole thing, and if you like miss something or don't make a jump, or
Yeah.
sometimes you don't have double jump yet, and you can't hit a ledge,
Mhm.
so you have to remember the ones you haven't. So I used to go 100% those games like that, and then the only games I used to break were Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
like jumping on ledges and getting out
Yeah,
of the map.
that's
That was
different,
that was
dude.
so fun. Like laying tactical inserts.
What's
and
the main one? Crossroads. Was that the name of the map where it was like
there's quarry.
there's an alleyway here, and alleyway here, and it's all these like buildings that are broken down.
hmm
I think it's called Crossroads. It's the one where you jump on top of the washing machine over here,
hmm
and you jump up, and then you look down to make sure you're straight on it, and you jump onto like the rebar that's coming out of the broken concrete,
hmm
and then you can get up on top of all the buildings.
Yeah.
That was OG Modern Warfare. That was the one where there wasn't classes.
Oh,
You'd have to go
yeah.
get your guns from the ground. And there was like one spot, like I remember the P90 was broken. It was basically an AR.
hmm
And then you'd go get the 50 cal, the sniper. stack up your fucking ammo and your resources, and then it was like first person to get to the washing machine in that one corner. I'm gonna look it up just so you can see it, because I guarantee you'll remember as soon as I.
There's a winter map where you could lay down on a roof and then it would float you to the top of the map to where you'd be floating like, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 yards above the buildings, and you could snipe people from
Oh, it's not
across the map.
Crossroads.
Quarry you could break out of.
Crossroads was the winter one with the gondola.
Okay.
That was not the one I was thinking about. Modern Warfare. Was it washing machine?
Washing machine.
Washing machine glitch.
Washing machine glitch. This dead air is brought to you by nobody.
Is it Crossfire?
It's tough.
COD Modern Warfare. Yeah, this is the map. It's Crossfire. So this is the map.
Okay. Yeah, I know what map you're talking about.
And where the fuck is it? Oh, so this is a guy doing it. You can get up on top of those buildings, just look down on people,
Yeah.
and it's impossible to shoot up through because it's the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and it's broken as fuck.
High rise.
I want to see if there's like a TikTok video that actually has a guy doing the glitch. That'd be kind of badass.
There probably is. While I was looking for that, shout out to Ovechkin tying Wayne Gretzky's record.
Dude, it's exactly what I wanted to look up. Here it is. So you go up, it's the corner, and then there's the washing machine. You stand up on it. There's the rebar sticking out.
Yep.
And you jump up on top.
I remember doing this.
Yeah, dude.
I do. Yep.
And then you get all the way up and around, dude, and you can do whatever the fuck you want up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first guy up always gets it, because if I catch you trying to climb up on there, you're done.
Yeah.
And then you got to jump over here, and then you have to follow the fucking corners.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to walk on top of the fence line, because the fence line was like 30 feet tall. Oh, he fell down. But now he's out of the map still. And that was before they had the timer. If you go out of the map, it kills you.
Yeah.
This was before that. And so now he just gets to walk around and do whatever he wants. Yeah, the back of the fucking shit's all glitched.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. That was the first thing that came up. I'll send you that real quick so you can put it in the
show.
thing. Yeah. We'll give credit where credit's due. Yeah, that was my favorite glitch, dude. I was so nasty at that Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was so funny because like I could beat all my homies and all the neighbor kids without cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could just beat them, but it was so much funnier if I would like take a glance over at their TV real quick, because we did like LAN parties, so get rid of like screen peeking,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like glance over and see where they were coming from. And there was one line in that spot. If you got up on, so like you jump up on the one over here and you walk across and you sit on top of this building where he was when he fell down,
Mm-hmm.
you can look down that whole alleyway that goes up, and there's one sight line that goes down through two buildings. It's windows that just line up perfectly. And so I would watch and see if they're on that side of the fucking thing and just point my crosshairs right there and just wait for like someone to walk through. And we always play hardcore mode because we ain't bitches.
Right.
And as soon as I would see someone like come across that window, I would just pull the trigger and pop them. They'd be like, dude, where are you? And I would turn off the fucking kill cam, obviously, because
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm not going to give you up my spots, dude.
Right.
Yeah, I used to fuck people up. And then I played someone that was like actually good at the game, and I got fucking mowed. I was not as good as I thought I was. I thought I was great, but I was not.
Yeah.
As soon as I got online, I realized I was not great. As soon as LAN parties like weren't a thing, and it wasn't just my homies, it was like the homies up in Canada that are nasty, and this is all they do.
Mm-hmm.
It was never the same after that. Went strictly sports games after that.
I was good at Search and Destroy for about 2 COD games.
That was Travis' game. Travis, his search and destroy numbers when he was in high school were phenomenal.
Yeah, World at War was the best, and then
Yeah.
Black Ops. And
He was the Black Ops kid. That
Yeah.
was his thing. Because he's 4 years younger than me. And he played Modern Warfare with me, but it wasn't like he wasn't that great at it yet. Like he was still learning.
I started on Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Or no,
Interesting.
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say 3 came out pretty late.
What's really funny though is this is how old I am.
Was Modern Warfare 2 the first time they introduced gun game? Or was that 3?
It might have been 2.
I think it was 2, because that was the one that was super popular when I was in high school.
I went to a Blockbuster, and they had a pre-order sale for the game. And
Beer?
no, I'm good. They had a pre-order sale for the game, and they had a competition where you paid like $10, and then if you won, if you pre-ordered the game, you got to enter into a gaming tournament. And I beat 3 kids, and I didn't play. This was to get Modern Warfare 2, so it would have been this was to get Black Ops. It was one of the 2, but basically I didn't play the one previously. I was like, I just got an Xbox, so I'm really excited to play this game.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I know what a P90 is, and I was just wrecking kids with it.
I love the P90.
and just wrecking kids with the P90. And then
The OG Modern Warfare P90 was probably one of the most overpowered guns they've ever had, other than like the new Warzone shit with like the growl was pretty nasty.
and so the guy switched to like one of the guys switched to a shotgun. So I was like, okay, so I just switched to like an assault rifle, like an M4, just wrecked him. But then there's one guy that beat me and he was sniping, and I was like, there's nothing I can do about this man.
Nice.
Like he's just better at the game.
I almost won
Or
a hey, I don't like the couch.
weirdo.
I almost won a Canon Air Force Base Madden tournament,
Oh,
but it wasn't like a base tournament. It was like
one through the bar.
yeah. And it was a bunch of like security forces dudes, pretty much. Like there wasn't a whole lot of like other people, and I beat the shit out of Ivory, who was pretty fucking good at Madden.
Mm-hmm.
My first time playing against him, the motherfucker brought his Xbox to Afghanistan
Yeah,
with like a little TV and shit.
I know the
Like
feeling.
yeah, like it was one of the like the suitcase setups. So like the Xbox fit right in. You plug it into a power source that has a screen and a spot to charge your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he brought that there, and he beat the fuck out of me the first like 3 games I played against him in Madden, and then I didn't play him anymore. I beat the shit out of him in NCAA 14 though. It's kind of a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Same game, different playbooks and shit.
And like different ways you can fuck like
Different formations.
Everyone's fast in Madden.
Yeah.
Everyone's fast in Madden.
Half your team's fast,
You
maybe.
can get around defensive
Yeah.
ends in NCAA
Not with all the quarterbacks.
with mine.
Mine gets around him. He's not super fast. He's under 90, but
I've been learning-
he's high 80s.
I learned a new pocket move
No, did
for
you?
shaking.
Shaking and bacon.
Yeah.
Nice. I like. I wish we could go in and like just like add a created player into our dynasties.
Yeah.
'Cause it'd be kind of fun. Like our last couple years, we're doing it. Like say we got like 4 years left for the game's like, hey, no more. Like
Every-
we're in our 26th
Every
year.
natty you get to make a one new character to import. You would have been
But it'd be fun because I think for my quarterback, I would give him field general, obviously, so I could see the blitzers.
yeah.
I would give him extender,
Mhm.
so he could break sacks. But I would also
That's
give
what
him
my boy has.
Yeah, same. I would also give him the sidestep one, the juke one. So like I break the sack, I come out, and then I can give you one of the like first move fucking always hits thing.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking dope. Yeah, we're fucking I'm 0-6 against you in the last 6 games now. 0-5.
0-5.
Yeah, fuck you. You stole my mojo, Dr. Evil.
You gotta get a time machine.
I got it, dude. I got to go back in time and give myself the right playbooks. I think, honestly, you know, when you started beating me is when I first switched my playbooks over.
Sure. That's what it was.
It was around the same time. You might have beat me twice, and I was like, I got to change it up. But you've beaten me since.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to be the first time we played together with my creative playbook,
Mm-hmm.
my offensive playbook.
No, you know,
I want to create a
you
defensive
had it in
playbook,
the
too.
natty.
Mhm. I added a couple of plays to the playbook I was using,
Oh.
but it wasn't my... This one's all me.
Oh, okay.
This one's 500 plays of my desire.
I'm gonna have to study
Yeah, this one's
Study up.
I think I have 30 different formations.
Hey, we need to send Dale down there to UA, film some games. Bring Connor. Yeah.
I have 30 different formations
Dude.
and 500 offensive plays altogether.
You know, Connor Stallions was. I'm pretty sure he coached the school that kid who was playing quarterback for Michigan.
Oh, no way. Bryce Underwood's high school?
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure on that.
What's it, like Dearborn Prep or something?
Yeah, and he was saying that he has a worth ethic like an NFL quarterback in high school, and I was like, okay, that's crazy. Because how does he have the time and money?
I watched JJ do a sick ass 360 toss, like a deep one.
That's sick.
It was like Vikings off-season training, and he jumped up. He jumped into a spin, and as he came around, he just goes boom, and then he keeps doing the spin, like how what's his name did in that one. I don't know who did it. Someone threw one. It might have been Drake May. He like threw a pass and like jumped on his foot and did like a 360 after it. But like he did a 360 in the air and then kept going with it. It looked clean as shit. The guy was out of bounds when he caught it, and he mentioned it too. He's like, "Man, I got to get him in bounds."
I also just saw Joe Milton in college throwing orange 100 yards.
I am sad that Joe Milton is no longer a Patriot. If he was a Patriot this year, I would have ordered a jersey.
Damn,
I would have gotten a May jersey and a Milton jersey just in case.
hilarious.
He was so much fun to watch. He throws 102 miles an hour every throw.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a bit of an athlete. And it was fun to watch.
I will say, I think we mentioned it about 3 or 4 podcast episodes ago, but Ovechkin was chasing Wayne Gretzky.
Yep.
Just tied him.
Just tied him.
So the Washington.
Actually, I have that written down.
The Washington.
Obi and Gretzky.
That's the last thing I have.
Yeah.
So right now, he said to one of his boys before the game, "I don't want like tiebreaker to be on an empty net." And there's one shot that almost went in, to where the announcer was like, "That goalie was making sure that it wasn't against him," because they would just keep playing that goal over and over.
You don't want to be that goalie.
No, so they have a game against the New York Islanders away. So it's like, let's take the day off, man. But you got Carolina at home on the 10th. So these next 2 games will probably be some fucking sold
He's
out.
got to get it at home.
Right.
He's got it.
Columbus Blue Jackets. So he's got 6 games left to score 1 goal to tie. So I think if Ovechkin breaks
What
the
if he
record,
doesn't get it?
he comes back. He comes back. He's the thing is though, you can't. He's kind of like Jaromir Jagr. The man was like in his 50s,
Yeah.
but you're still producing like 20 goals a season. That's like, hey,
I mean, if you're within, it's kind of like if Barry Sanders loved the game of football more, he would have been the
like
all-time
if Kobe
rushing
could
leader.
be a 6th man. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like if, let's say Kobe Bryant was like
if
within.
LeBron stopped starting, but
Kobe's within 1,000 points of breaking the all-time record.
if
and
LeBron
he's
stopped
36
starting, he
years
could go 4
old.
more years.
Yeah, exactly. Like if Braun right now was like within let's say 3,000, he would definitely keep playing until he got to that point. Even though he's already the.
If LeBron only had to play 16 games a minute, 16 minutes a game.
16 games a minute, dude, sprinting.
Dude, he plays 16 games of basketball in 1 minute. But if he's playing only 16 minutes a game,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
No.
Yeah, and that's still like it was
For a generational talent,
That's
that kind of
LeBron.
athlete, that's nothing.
like he might not take you to the hole anymore, but still kind of shoot.
He might.
Yeah.
He might take it.
Steph Curry.
He's still a big body.
Steph Curry coming to
He's
guard.
taking Steph Curry to the hole.
Steph Curry comes off the bench to guard your guard too. You don't think he's gonna shake up your backup point guard? So what are you gonna start your not starter and wait till Steph Curry checks in to check in your starter? It's fucking devilry right there.
I think I've always thought that. I thought Kobe could have elongated his career. He might not have died so early if he kept playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
But if he if he could have swallowed his pride and been a 6 man, he could have had another 6 years, I think.
Probably.
And just coming off the bench, getting, like you said, like 12 to 20 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take some games off here and there, but like help your team. Like imagine Kobe coming off the bench at 40 years old or however old he'd be now. It'd be like 46, but
Yeah.
that'd be kind of unrealistic. But imagine like 3 years ago or 4 years ago in the bubble, like 2020 Kobe coming off the bench for, who'd they have? It was like Westbrook and LeBron and AD.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, imagine Kobe comes off the bench for Braun.
Yeah, crazy.
Like whatever minutes Braun isn't playing, Kobe's in there. Like
Yeah.
you might have they put him up against the twos.
And then right at the end of the game, you put them both in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Two.
Let Kobe run point, dude.
Yeah.
Let Kobe run point and let him lob one up to Braun.
Let him lock down a guy here.
Send
and there.
Shaq out there. Shaq's big dumbass out there.
Yeah.
You hear Shaq? Someone asked him if Prime Shaq and Prime Joker did 1-on-1, what the score would be, or no, not 1-on-1, but if their teams had played each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaq was like, "Oh, I'd put 40 up on him."
It's tough. Saying a lot of shit right now.
He's like, "It doesn't matter." He's like, "I guarantee you, I get more points off twos than he gets off threes." And I'm like, "Yeah, but are you gonna step out to guard him?
Yeah.
He's faster than Prime Shaq, unless you're going with Magic Shaq.
Yeah.
Magic Shaq might keep up with him, but Magic Shaq isn't going to drop 40 on Joker.
Not inside.
Not inside.
No. The
He's
Laker
too
Shaq
skinny.
is-
Laker Shaq might. That'd be a good fucking matchup, dude.
Download some 2K.
That's what I was just thinking, dude.
Yeah.
Download 2K. That'd be fun if there was a free 2K game that we could download and like
Or we
rock a
just
little bit. Download the one that we own. I think it was 3 years ago. Wasn't it like 21 or 22?
No, we bought.
Did we buy 23?
We bought 24, so we bought 23
Okay.
because we were like,
Oh yeah, because instead of
We buy
2K, we
one
bought
sport game a
hockey.
year.
Yeah, we bought
we buy
hockey.
one game a year.
One game a year, dude. Unless it's $20.
Yeah, too easy.
Yeah. Which we should check the price of the golf game, because if that's
I just checked it yesterday.
what a good weekend it would be to get that game too.
Yeah, maybe there's a. Well, we play for an hour. Return it.
Time trial.
Don't like it.
I hated it. I think you can get 7 hours of gameplay on a game before you can return it.
It's 2.
Is it 2 hours?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. Because I think we had 2.5 hours of Monster Hunter.
No, we had fucking 12.
Oh, did
played
we?
for that whole first
Oh,
weekend.
that's right. We did play
And
for
then
the
we
whole
got off
weekend.
Monday and we're like, "Yo, Gary, let's get better at this game." That
And he's
sucks.
like, "Oh, I already put it back in Redbox."
And we're like, "Fuck."
What do you mean?
Yeah,
You put it back in Redbox?
yeah, dude.
I'll never forget about that.
Still funny. He's redeemed himself, but never forget 9/11.
I did have a couple more things.
Okay.
So I've been working.
Mm-hmm.
I always stop and get coffee on my way into work. I always get Starbucks. I get my dad's coffee drink. Reminds me of home. I like it. Keeps me up. I went inside to get my pickup order, and there were 3 Five Guys corporate dudes having a meeting with some dude in a suit. Jackson, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks. I think there might be a Five Guys coming.
Oh, there already is.
Is there?
The building that they're building
Next to Chick-fil-A?
no,
Because I saw they're doing more construction in that same lot. They're building something else.
it's gonna be right next to the ramen shop.
Hilarious.
That building's
There's going to be a Five Guys right there?
Yeah.
Hilarious. So, anyways, I walked in on them talking. And
Yeah.
it was at like 5:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bunch of dudes. They had like, their shirts said Five Guys corporate
Hilarious.
on them. And they were just like red golf polo looking things. And I was like, oh shit, Five Guys coming here. I probably won't be around for it. But
Yeah.
I was here for the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also got the fucking North Adams guy.
Yeah.
So I'm moving back to New Jersey. Chris's dad's not doing that great, so we're gonna move back, help him out a little bit. So we're selling our shit, and we posted our couch, and I kept bitching at Chris because the cat threw up on the couch and she didn't clean it all the way up. So every time I sat on it, I'd get a big waft of cat puke.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, this couch fucking stinks. I don't know if anyone's gonna buy it. And then this motherfucker comes up with his truck. Well, we bought the couch for $90.
Mm-hmm.
This dude came up with $80 cash, handed it to me, didn't even look at the couch. Like I opened the door and he goes like this, up at me because he was about 5'1". Little dude wearing like Ariat boots, these like boot cut Wranglers, a Realtree fucking sweater, and a fucking he had like a duck hunting hat with a fish hook stuck in the front of it.
Yeah.
And big old fucking chaw, big old horseshoe all the way around. And I was like, "You're here for the couch?" He goes, "Yes, sir." And he like hands me the cash, and I was like, "Oh, word, you want help getting it in the truck?" He goes, "That would help out." And I was like, "All right." And then get all the shit loaded up. I carry the stinky end because I was like, I'm not letting him get anywhere near this.
Mm-hmm.
And we load it into his truck, and he ties it down. And I was like, all right, man, safe travels. Hope you enjoy it. And I go to shake his hand, and dude, he give me a normal handshake. This was his fucking handshake. That was it, just
Weird.
nothing.
Yeah.
And I squeezed real hard and pulled him a little bit, like I did the Trump.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was crushing a baby's hand.
Hilarious.
The weakest fucking handshake ever in my life. And he didn't talk in like complete sentences. And Chris was like, where the fuck was that guy from? And I was like, around the same place Robin's from. And she was like, yeah, but she's like kind of normal. And I was like, she's more normal than him.
Mm-hmm.
And when I asked him, I was like, where'd you drive up from? He was like, North Adams. And I was like, oh, word, I've driven through there. Not a whole lot out there. And he goes, yeah, that's why we stopped at the Arby's on the way up, because we don't got Arby's down there. And I was like, oh, stopped at Arby's.
Yeah, dude, treat yourself to a deluxe.
Treat yourself,
Dude,
dog, to a
ridiculous.
fucking roast beef and cheddar.
Gross.
And then he goes, yeah, not a whole lot out there. He goes, but it is sure peaceful. And I was like, I fucking bet, dude.
Yeah.
I know what that means.
Nobody goes there.
No one.
No.
Probably not a whole lot of crime.
No.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting as fuck. He was just, dude, I couldn't imagine
I
the
mean,
little
they're-
country boy with the weak ass handshake.
Mm-hmm.
Weak ass handshake. He had a big old girl that he was with too. Big old.
Damn.
Yeah. Funny kid though. He
Yeah.
was couldn't have been more than 20.
Hilarious.
He was so small, dude.
Probably perfect size for the trailer.
Little fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Little fucking dude. Yeah. I think that's all I got. Oh, I did have one more thing. Fucking Brazil burned down 8 miles of Amazon rainforest to make a highway to alleviate traffic for the UN climate conference.
Hilarious.
That just seems like an oxymoron.
Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah. That just seems so fucked up. And I guess a bunch of people were like up in arms about it, but they had like already burnt it.
I'd be up in arms about it too.
8 miles
Yeah.
of Amazon rainforest to make a highway to alleviate traffic for these like 100 countries that are coming in to
For a
visit
conference.
for a climate conference.
So stupid.
So dumb, dude.
That's hilarious.
So dumb. That'd be like if you like paved over the fucking airport to make parking for an aviation conference.
Yeah.
Like, you just got rid of the thing we're here for.
Mhm.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
JT Show.
That's all I got. Yeah. Happy birthday, old Akira.